Good morning. Signals worked pretty good over here yesterday, so I figured I'd give it another go. Provided the rain don't start dumping. Weather looks kind of shitty. It changes rather quickly up this way. But I thought I'd try to plug in on a Saturday, hoping that some of the regulars might get a chance to play that are at work during the week. Boy, a lot of fun and games in the neighborhood. I'll wait till some locals come in, or not locals, some regulars come in to get into some storytelling. I had an interesting experience last night. Very interesting. Something I never seen before. No. Well, I see 2 and 1, so notifications must have went out. What we got? 2 and 2. I like it. Friendlies. Yeah. Passive aggressive. Poking at the bear. Very odd behavior. Folks up this way, the shit they do. Uh-oh, I feel a little sprinkle. Might start getting rained on. Go figure. I'll wait till somebody pops into the comment section before I get to storytelling. Don't be bashful. 6 and 2. Who be you? My stalkers. Well, I see a couple of highs. Joseph. Uh-oh, here we go. Hello. Hey, dude. Hi. Hi. All right, let me get rid of this one already. Hide user from channel. That didn't take long. Oh. Joseph, I'm texting from Hope County. Okay. Red Whiskey, what's up? Big mistake you made it in life. What's your biggest mistake you made in life? Mommy, where are you from? Hi, my name is Y. Well, I see a lot of new faces. I don't see any regulars just yet. So before I get to running my mouth, I'll wait and see who shows up. Daco Tattoo, how are you today? I'm doing good. A little weak, low on energy. Been sick for quite a while. Sigma in the house. There you go. Yeah, I'm not seeing any regulars just yet, but 24 and 5. Spoody. You look like that lady that does. Okay, whatever. Are you Sigma? Yes, I am. You're a beautiful woman. And you're a troll. I'd user from channel. Hello from Wisconsin, CC. Yeah. What's happening, Wisconsin? Rizzler. Are you a Rizzler? Whatever. What is wrong with people? Yeah, exactly. I'm 19 and barely have a beard. Does mean I'm gay. Trolls. Lots of trolls already. Yeah, nothing but nonsense so far. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till I see some friendly faces. In your opinion, what's your favorite snack? I don't eat any junk food anymore. I gave it up for Lent. Oh, Eric Pug King, real. Hessenberger, is that you? Sooner or later, some friendlies will pop in here. Colleen, so how you get started doing this? I started a YouTube channel to help me with starting a dog rescue. I tried to use YouTube as a commercial to help me find some broken humans and share this property with to save some pit bulls. So that's how I got started on YouTube. And if you go to my oldest video first, you'll see my little dog when she was just a baby. She's passed away now. We'll show that one. I just subscribed. Thank you for that, Wilson. Doing a great job. I'm sorry. Thank you. Damn, I'm so sorry about your dog. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Mr. How are, and I say respectfully, how old are you? I'm 62 years old. What's your favorite car? 62 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport 409 4-speed with 2.4s. Well, I see the count drop down, so maybe the trolls finally took a hike. We fight not so that the world will remember us, but so that there will be a world to remember. There you go, Joseph. I like that, man. Thank you for that. 1968 Camaro. I had a 67 Camaro. Sorry for your dog. Thank you. I sub. Thank you, Duck. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been really hard. I had a tough life. Grew up in foster homes. I've had pit bulls since I was 18, on and off. And got a lousy case of what they call complex PTSD. And doggies help, man, especially a pit bull. They got that unconditional love thing down to a science. And humans treated me like shit. And my dogs always loved me, so starting a dog rescue is beyond a passion for me. Life purpose and all that. Trying to leave a legacy. Something on this planet that's doing good work after I'm dead. See, I bought 30 acres up here in northern Wisconsin to start a foundation, find some aged out foster children, homeless veterans, whoever, whatever I could that get life the way I do and love dogs, so that when I die, their name's on some paperwork and they would inherit this 30 acres and all the stuff I got. But moving to northern Wisconsin was a mistake. And folks up this way don't like outsiders. And maybe other parts of this state are a little different. But I moved into a real small town, 3,000 people, and landed in the lion's den, as they say. And it's been a nightmare ever since. But I'm going to sell this property, start over somewhere else, and with a little bit of luck, I'll finish what I started. Okay, cool, bro. Me too. There you go. Joseph, I got a question. I finished the game by walking away. Always got a question. There you go. See you play Far Cry 5. No, I don't know what Far Cry 5 is. Well, I still don't see any of my regulars in here. But I'll give it a few. See, this channel is not very big. It never will be. The folks that come in on a regular, we're friends. Say nice things to each other. Say prayers for each other. Support each other. It's a little community. This ain't about making money. I started it for a commercial, and it turned into a support group of sorts. But there's a lot of folks that don't like me, and they play a lot of fun and games down there in the comment section, and they play a lot of fun and games in my neighborhood, trying to ruffle my feathers and such. Had a hard time with it for quite a while. All that trolling and catfishing and stalking, and man, you can't believe the nonsense I put up with on YouTube and in this neighborhood. It's very odd to me, other people's behavior, what drives them in life. To bust somebody else's balls gets them off in life, rather than trying to help somebody and do some good. They're always fucking around trying to find a way to ruffle somebody's feathers. It's the most childish shit I've ever seen. I mean, a bully's one thing. Being angry and being a bully, I get that. I've had problems with bullies my whole life because I'm pretty angry, but I'm not a bully. And the cowardly acts of trolls and stalkers, man, it's they're the kids that got picked on in school, got their lunch money stolen, so they get down there in the comment section and fuck around and play games because there's no consequences for their actions, right? If trolls behaved in the real world the way they do online, they wouldn't be around very long. But because they're insulated with their little keyboard, all you can do is hide user from channel. But when I first got started on YouTube, boy, they used to get me so angry. Disrespect. The way I came up, respect is very important. And when somebody disrespects you, if you don't stick up for yourself, they keep doing it. I learned that very early in life. Well, I wonder if any regulars showed up yet. Did you say you live in Wisconsin? Yep, CC, I live in Tomahawk, as a matter of fact. Did you serve in the war? No, I did not. My little brother was in the Navy a long time ago, but I never served. I tried to join the Marines when I was 18 years old, but my reading is real bad. I'm dyslexic, so I wasn't graduating high school. I thought I'd join the military, try to learn a trade, and that way when I got out of the military, I'd have job skills. But they didn't hire me, so I just went to work, started earning a paycheck. Still don't see no regulars yet. Very uncharacteristic of this little YouTube channel. Oh wow, I'm in Wisconsin too. Lake Geneva. I'm not sure where that's at. Hi there, how's your weekend doing? It's doing okay. Starting off slow. I've been sick for quite a while and my energy's real up and down. But do the best I can for an old man. Never thought I'd get to my 60s, so I'm already on borrowed time. I didn't think I'd see 50, to be honest. My wife died at 50. My baby brother, the youngest of three, he died at 53. My mom died at 55. And I'm already 62, so like I said, I'm already on borrowed time. Tomorrow is not promised, my friend. And what you do with today will affect you tomorrow. So, be kind to the ones you love. Don't raise your voice. When you see somebody in need, you go help them. A kind act for a stranger goes a long way in this world. Don't be a troll. Don't be a stalker. Shitheads don't get far in life. They think they do. But I'll tell you what, we're all going to meet our maker one day. And when you do, you'll have to answer for the things you did in this life. I'm not a religious person, but I got a strong faith in God. It's probably the only reason I'm still here. Here, since some of you guys are new, this is my front yard. My property goes way out past the out to the road. It goes way back there, and then behind the house it goes way back that way, and behind me it goes way down the road. Bought a nice piece of property. I just bought it in the wrong town, that's all. This would have been perfect for my little Misfit Island experiment, but shit happens. And another thing I learned, the more good you try to do, the more you stir up the evil, right? You can't have love without hate. You can't have good without bad. And if you expect to do something really good, you better expect to meet a great deal of adversity. See, I don't have a lot of faith in humanity. I got faith in God, but not humanity. I mean, you look at what's going on around the world. This election coming up in this country. Here's some gunshots. This election we got coming up in this country is going to tear this country in half. Certain folks are trying real hard to keep Trump out of office. And if he don't make it into office, I can only imagine. And if he does make it into office, I can only imagine. You're going to need to be your brother's keeper. And what's coming up, you're going to need to be your brother's keeper. Because no matter how tough you think you are or how much you got your shit together, you can't do it alone. I've been living here in this little town for 3 years by myself. And I thought I would have had some allies in this town by now. And instead, just the opposite. Oh, evidently I missed a whole bunch of comments. Mike, I got some similar to that, to what you did, but to what you're saying, I agree 100%. That's why I keep to myself and take care of my own. Good for you, Mike. Yeah. See, the thing is, I kept to myself when I moved up here, but the property I bought used to be in a very large family, and they're none too happy about me living here. I had a flyover last night. I've had several drones fly over my property since I've been here, but I had one come in last night from behind me, real low, and it was right when I walked out the front door. I see this big light in the sky, and at first I thought it was the fucking moon, and I'm like, wait a minute, the moon's on the other side of the sky. That ain't the moon. And it was getting bigger and brighter, and I knew it was coming at me, but it was in the sky. And it totally caught me by surprise. So I pulled my phone out, fiddled around getting the camera turned on, and by the time I turned the camera on, the light went off, and then I could see the little blinking lights, and then I knew it was a drone. And it started climbing as it went over my head. It started going up. So the drone turned this big bright light that it had on, it turned it off, and then it started climbing. And I was like, holy shit, these fucking clowns just don't quit. It amazes me how many different ways I've been hassled since I bought this property. It just, the boredom of people in a small town, right? And up this way, I was told a lot of people will use drones to hunt. They use drones to track deer and whatnot. But where this drone came from last night, behind me is a little 1 acre parcel that I don't own. I'm not going to get into that story. But beyond that is my property for a long way down the road. And the drone came from that direction. And you ain't tracking game on my property, right? Ain't nobody hunting on my property. So the only reason to be flying a drone at low altitude with a big bright light on it is to bust my balls. I filmed it, but I'm not putting any more drone footage on YouTube. Eventually, I'm hoping this channel turns into the commercial it was supposed to be, and putting drama out here is not exactly going to help me start a dog rescue. I'll tell you what, when things were hot and heavy, and I was posting everything out here back in the day, I would have 10,000 views in a 48-hour period, according to the statistics. Now I get 100, maybe 200. Drama sells. Starting a dog rescue, nobody cares. But that's okay. I care. My dogs are everything. And when I move from here, if it's just me and 10 dogs instead of 10 people and 100 dogs, which was my ultimate goal, was to find 10 broken humans and 100 pit bulls. Build little doggy apartments and cabins for new misfits and all kinds of cool shit. I had big plans. I live on 30 acres, 2 houses, an auto shop, a barn, a pole building in the back, all kinds of infrastructure. I could have moved 10 people on this property immediately. Best laid plans and all that, you know? But losing my dogs recently, my little dog died about 4 months ago, and then her mother died a couple weeks ago, changed me. It really subdued my anger. I'm not so angry no more. Grief will change you if you love somebody. A lot of people don't even know how to love somebody or a dog or anything else. They don't even love themselves. So if somebody dies, it doesn't affect them. But the ones that get life the way I do, grief will change you. More passive aggressive. I watched my mom and my little brother have nervous breakdowns. My mom had a nervous breakdown when her mom and her dad died. She had two of them. Actually, she had more than two, but my little brother Paul, rest in peace, he was a lot like my mom. And when my mom died, boy, he went off the deep end. Started smoking crack cocaine and carrying a pistol, and eventually he had a nervous breakdown and went into the funny farm. So grief, for some people, breaks you to a point where you can't even handle life. Just like dogs, every dog is different. Every human is different. Your spirit, your soul, your constitution, how strong you are in handling pressure and all that. Everybody's different. Just like going to a dog shelter and looking at them dogs in a cage, each one of those dogs behave differently. That always amazed me about living up here. A lot of folks use those little side-by-side quads or whatever you want to call them as their regular transportation. Coming from the big city, you ain't driving around on some quad. Yeah, we'll show that one. Whoop. Sorry about that. Always got some info about the election drama. Yeah, nothing but drama. Wow, I do not see one of my regulars in here. I have a feeling one of you people down there in the comment section is one of my stalkers, and when one of my regulars come in, they get booted because you folks in the comment section can click on somebody down there and say some lies and get them kicked off. It's what my stalkers do. That's why I'm not seeing none of my regulars in here. I have no doubt. And if I knew which one of you it was, or multiple people down there fucking around, I'd kick you to the curb. But that's why they call it catfishing. People who pretend to be your friend just so they can bust your balls. It's called a narcissist, right? A narcissist will be nice, say nice shit, and then all of a sudden say some fucked up thing, and you're like, well, why did they do that? When you're normal, right? A lot of fucked up people in the world. I sub-liked, I think, 5 minutes ago. Well, thank you, Joseph. Mike Burton sub. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mike. Always got some info about the election drama. Yep, there you go. Trying to figure out who is my stalker in the comment section. I hate to be, I don't like to jump to conclusions and kick good people to the curb. Cool Zerow. Any idea where you might move next? Nope. I got to go back to Cali, regroup, go to a doctor out that way that I trust, help me with some issues I got going on, and find a temporary place to live. I'm going to try to move back to Cali. If I can get enough money out of this property, who knows? And I can afford to buy something and pay for it in full in Cali, I will. That way, I don't have to worry about fire insurance or property insurance, homeowners insurance, and all that shit because it's way too expensive. Otherwise, I don't care where I go. As long as I can have peace and quiet, be left alone, and there ain't no ordinance about having a dog rescue, I'd do it anywhere in the country. So my plan is, if I don't get to move back to Cali, I'm going to travel around the country. There's some people that come into the comment section that are good folks. Go visit them, see their little hometown, and make sure wherever I move, I got some allies there. Because I moved here, bought this property sight unseen. It was a huge mistake. I thought I had a friend here in town. That didn't pan out, and been surrounded by evil ever since. Shit happens. I had no idea how things work in a small town. Grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, was a sheet metal worker, worked in high rises my whole career. You know, a very different life than coming here. Folks up this way, very simple-minded people and very opinionated, and I could go on and on about some shit with people from a small town. Strange. And I'm sure they say the same shit about people from the big city, so. But the thing is, I grew up colorblind. I'm not prejudiced. My wife was half black. My baby's mama was Filipino. And the folks up this way, those people hold rallies in Wisconsin. In uniform. I had one stalking me for a while. Crank called me on my phone several times. Admitted to being one of these people. So when it comes to haters, Johnny's got some haters right there with the stalkers and the trolls and the catfishers. Fuck, man. Had me very angry for a long time. Very angry. See, as a little kid, I always stuck up for myself. And I stuck up for the weak. Kids in school used to call me the bully slayer. Because I couldn't handle seeing somebody bully somebody. I'd have to say something or do something. I couldn't stand there and allow it to happen, man. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem as far as I'm concerned. And when you're the one getting bullied, fuck. It really set me off. And I got played, right? When you're a professional narcissist, you know how to play that fiddle quite well, especially when you're dealing with somebody who's angry. So I got played real bad in this little town. But I learned. I learned the hard way, but I learned. So now I just gotta handle my business, get the fuck out of this little town, and start all over. 9 and 12. Oh, LS is here. What's happening? That's crazy. I'm a lady who loves dogs and admires people. There you go, LS. Look, look, look. Oh, I scared him away. There was a little chipmunk sitting on that white rock. Damn it, I moved too fast. I love them little chipmunks. How you doing, LS? Good to see you. You're the first regular that popped in. That's why I wanted to chime in on a Saturday. I thought maybe some of the regulars would pop in. I was raised in a small town. It's not necessarily racist, just different. For example, I was 18 before I saw a black person in my life. Wow, that's kind of crazy. And not everybody up here is prejudiced. I don't want to paint a broad picture and put everybody in that category. I just know I know what I know from what I've seen. Wolf's in the house. I love you, Johnny. How are you today? I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. LS. Thank you, girlfriend. Yeah. Wanted to plug in on Saturday, hoping that I'd see some regulars. Had some weird activities last night. I had a low-flying drone come over the house with a big fucking spotlight on it. It was the weirdest fucking thing, man. And it came right over the house. So there was only one intention, was to bust my balls. Or spy on me, or whatever the fuck these people do because they're bored. For a teeny tiny town, I mean 3,000 people, 3,400, 3,600 people, whatever the fuck it is. The amount of drones I've seen fly over my property is amazing to me. And the only people flying drones are the people that live around here, you know what I'm saying? But folks up this way, because property's cheap, they spend more money on their toys than they do their home. So they got a lot of expendable cash. And some of these folks run around on $30,000 little fucking side-by-side quads and stuff. So I guess having expensive drones is just another toy for them. I don't know. I know in some states it's illegal. To hassle people with drones is illegal. So I've documented quite a bit of drone bullshit, but it'll just go in the archive with the rest of my stuff. Yeah, about a week ago I was on the news and shit. My neighbor was right in front of it. We had evacuated a few days. Oh, fire. Holy shit, Wolf. Someone crashed their car into. What'd I miss? You must have said something else. Did you hear about the plane explosion in Texas? No, man. Oh, pipeline plane. There's my fucked up reading again. Pipeline. No, man. I didn't. Was it an accident or did they think it was sabotage? Someone crashed their car into it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. A lot of those pipelines are above ground. Yeah, I've never seen one. I've seen them on the news and whatnot back when they were running them big pipelines out of Alaska. That's wild, man. They haven't released any info about it, but they are conducting it as criminal. Wow. Wild. Telling you, man, this country's going to go through some hard times after this election. Even before the election. I mean, if anything happens to Trump before the election and he doesn't get to run for office, there's going to be a lot of Trump supporters that are going to come unglued. Sad thing is, if you think about what's written in the Constitution of the United States, it has been obliterated in the last 20 years. After what happened in New York City back in the day, I'm not even going to say, you know, what I'm talking about, but after that date, everything changed and has been getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Our rights have been obliterated. Our privacy has been obliterated. Our free speech has been obliterated. That's the reason why the Constitution was written, because of what England was doing to their people, right? It's why we broke away from England. And we're right back where we started from. Think about it. People like Elon Musk have the right idea, right? He bought Twitter because he wanted people to have free speech. He didn't buy it to make money. He's a strange dude, but his heart's in the right place from what I can tell. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Getting a couple drops. Well, I see all the trolls finally cut out, and now all of a sudden the regulars are coming in. I love them birds, you hear them? Chirp, 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 chirp. Cracks me up. How you holding up, Wolf? Any luck with the JOB department? I know right now is a tough time to be looking for work. I keep hearing in the news over and over how many people are getting laid off. Now they're finally dropping the interest rates. Also nothing in the job world yet. Well, keep your chin up, homie. You'll find it. You're good people, man. I've put a lot of applications, but nothing yet. You stay safe, man. Have a good day. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Putty Cat's in the house. Kamala praise Dick back in. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she's Kamala Harris does the bidding for the devil, if you ask me. From what it sounds like, Obama's back there pulling the strings. Somebody is. Because that lady's not too bright. She's about as sharp as a bowling ball. I'm leaning back because the rain is falling. But until it starts dumping, I figure I'll just stay right here and chit-chat with you good folks for a minute. JB187, what's happening, homie? Good to see you. Always a pleasure. I'm trying to stay out of the rain. It's nice out here, though. I like it when it's a little cooler. Accepted. The puppet master would never reveal himself. Yeah, you're right about that, Wolf. You're right about that. Before I moved here, I lived in a mobile home park. And it got sold right before I moved. And I had a lot of problems with the new owners. And I was bitching that they were a hedge fund. And they're like, no, we're private. I said, bullshit, you guys are a hedge fund. You're a front for a hedge fund. I just saw something online and they're talking about people like BlackRock are running around gobbling up mobile home parks and doubling and tripling space rent. And these old people that live in mobile home parks on Social Security, they can't afford it. And you can't just pick up your house and move it. That's like 20 grand. And then you got to find somewhere else to put it, right? And then you got to buy property and septic and all that shit. So I lived through the housing crisis. I lost a house during the housing crisis. So I learned what a CDO was, collateralized debt obligation. The way the stock market bundled up home mortgages and crashed the housing market. They're doing the same thing again, but with mobile home parks and commercial buildings, high rises. They're buying them on the cheap, and then they're going to stuff them full of illegal immigrants and homeless people, and the government will pay them to house those people to get them off the street. It's such a fucking scam. Such a scam. And the hardworking folks, me and my brother bought a house during the housing crisis. We, oh fuck, predatory lending. We had 2 mortgages, a first and a second, no down payment, 8% and 6%. And our mortgage was $5,000 a month, and it was interest only. And it was only meant to be temporary until we could get in the house and get established, and then we were going to refi. And then they crashed the market. So we never got that far, and they foreclosed on the house. So after the housing crisis, I got on the gadget and I started learning. On YouTube, actually, way back in the day, before I was even had a YouTube channel. And that's how I started stacking silver and prepping. It was because I learned what the puppet master's up to behind the scenes. There's nothing you can do about what they do. All you can do is cover your ass and try to find like-minded people who get it the same way you do, so that strength in numbers. Because no matter what you go through in life, you can't do it on your own. I'm doing it on my own right now only because I have to, but I have plans to find the right people to help me. Isolation is not healthy. And I've been doing it a long time. But I know eventually I'll find the right people that get it the way I do. And it'll be a beautiful thing. I still sit here and I trip when I think about where I come from and where I live now. I live on 30 acres with 2 houses, a barn, a shop, a pole building, blah, de, blah, blah. Never in a million years. Poor white trash, welfare, food stamps, and cockroaches. I never thought in a million years I'd have all this shit. But if you work hard and you save your money, you can get the things you want in life. The question is, can you keep them? That's the hard part. The easy part is getting it. The hard part is keeping it. A lot of traffic in the neighborhood. Normally it's pretty quiet up this way. The last few days, there's been a lot of traffic. Oh. The only thing I worry about in my faith in God and my salvation. There you go, Wolf. The rest is in the Lord's hands. That's what I keep saying. Come what may, no weapon shall. There you go, Wolf. I like it. I like it. Pretty cat, beautiful. You should stay there. I wish I could, but it's too dangerous here for me. Tina Marie. Hi, Johnny. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay today. I like a simple life, small and manageable. There you go, LS. Me too. Me too. Yeah. I wish I could stay. And, oh, and LS, I saw your comment about getting out of here before winter. I wish I could, girl. I got too much to do. I got vehicles to sell. I got to find a real estate agent. I got to find a temporary place to live. So If I could get out of here sooner than later, I will, but I don't know. I'm hoping to find a temporary place to live before winter and then worry about this selling this property remotely. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off. Realistically, I think that's biting off more than I can chew. I think I'm going to need to be here until it sells, but I don't know. Love to hear that, Tina Marie. Thank you. I've lived through so much in life, and I've seen so much when it comes to different people and how they behave and how they treat each other. And after moving here and seeing the way things go down in a small town, I must say I'm pretty well rounded now. Fuck. Learning lessons the hard way. Question, Johnny, have you heard of the Misfit Angel Rescue in Michigan? No, I'm going to have to look that up. No, I haven't. Michigan's been on my radar for a long time for a new place to live. Kid Rock hooked me on Michigan. And then my neighbor Jimmy was saying I should look at the UP. Nice and isolated. I could move to the UP and I'd be left alone. JB187, I live in Michigan. Nice. Well, there you go. See? I've heard a lot of good things about Michigan. I'll comment on this live and send you the link. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you. God bless you, girl. I appreciate that. It makes it easy for me to remember to go look for it, and it makes it even easier to find it. Yeah, Michigan's been on my radar. And the thing about living up here, the wildlife, the deers and the chipmunks and the skunks and coyotes and just so much, and all the different kinds of birds, man. It is the best therapy for a guy like me. Mother Nature. I mean, my dogs are everything to me, but to sit here and just look into the yard, I mean, there was a chipmunk not more than 2 feet from me on this rock, and they pop up there and they'll look at you and they'll sit still, and then when you move, they'll bolt. They are so cute. So cute. That's why I'd stay up here in the snow, is for the wildlife. This part of the country is undisturbed by the machine, if you know what I'm saying, right? The air is clear and there's no pollution and wildlife is everywhere. That was the silver lining to this piece of property. It showed me another side of life. And Michigan's going to be just like this. If I had 20, 30 acres out in the middle of nowhere in Michigan, it'd be just like living here. Geographically, it's not very far from here, so all the deer and wildlife would be the same. The only thing I haven't seen yet is a bear. I haven't seen any wild bears yet. Seen plenty of bald eagles. Shortly after I moved here, I watched 3 bald eagles pick at a fresh deer carcass. And then somebody said, oh, they won't eat anything dead. And then I was told, as long as it's a fresh kill, they'll feed on it. But it has to be fresh. It has to be from that day. Because if it's old, they're not scavengers. They're opportunists. And I've seen plenty of bald eagles up here. Well, I'm sure you can hear the rain now. But I'm under this little bit of an overhang. So far so good. But if it starts dumping, I'll get soaked. See Johnny's barn. Look at this apple tree. And then on this tree over here, can you see there's still some big red apples? Oh, they're pretty well gone now. It's so pretty. So many trees. I can't even imagine how many trees I have on this property, right? And back in Cali, you're lucky if you got 2 or 3 trees in a yard that's 5,000 square feet. Gone John's in the house. Hey, Johnny. Good day. Hope you're well. I hope you're doing well as well. Nothing like growing your own. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm saying, Tina Marie. I think you would really like the Upper Peninsula. I've been there a few times. They have some huge elk, all kinds of wildlife. There you go, JB. Rain sounds good. Yes, it does, LS. You're so welcome. I think you'll find it interesting. Thank you, Tina Marie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all you guys, man. It's good to see the regulars come in. I had nothing but trolls in here early and a couple of decent new folks. Can you see the little monarch butterfly? Oh, I could zoom in backwards. Oh, he just took off. Oh, hold on. Where you at? There's a chipmunk. I hear him squawking, but I don't see him. If you look in my little rocks right here, they're always hiding out in there. Where you at, chipmunk? I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. Oh, I love me some wildlife. It's been lonely, right, since my dogs died. So I come out here quite a bit and decompress. Hang out with Mother Nature, man. It really helps me out a lot. It's not easy being alone. I go days and days without even talking to somebody. If I don't make a video, I ain't talking. I'm not talking on the phone, right? I got no friends. Well, I got no friends here. I got friends back home. Sorry, looking for chipmunks. All right, well, I've been jaw jacking for a minute. Putty cat, rocks are a good place for snakes to hide. Yeah, there's plenty of snakes here too. Plenty of snakes. I see snakes all the time, all the time. I was told the only ones to worry about are the little brown ones, and I've seen a few of those. But I don't know anything about the snakes up this way. Most of them got little stripes on them. White and green and brown stripes. But I've seen a couple in the yard, they're just solid brown. And I was told you better watch out for those ones. I hate to... snakes. Oh, I see a lot of those. There you go. All right, I'm starting to get wet. Raindrops on the phone. I'm going to get off the gadget. Much love and respect as always. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes, all you new folks. I appreciate all you very much. Please, pretty please, don't forget to do a kind act for a stranger. The world needs it. You need it. I need it. We all need it. A kind act for a stranger is what makes the world go round. Don't worry about who's pulling the strings, because you can pull your own strings. Keep it clean. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a beautiful day and a great weekend. Peace. Squeak, squeak. Oh, it won't turn off. I was trying to find the critter. All right, gotta go. Peace. Come on, turn off.